Hey guys, my name is Isabel, aka Lithuanian Izzy, and let me tell you, the year of 2024 has been a roller coaster of emotions. I started off the year going through my first ever adult breakup, then I got myself into almost $14,000 in credit card debt, and had to make the tough decision to move back in with my parents because I was struggling to afford rent even with roommates. However, after that, I did hit some milestones in my life, such as graduating college, hitting 1K subs on YouTube, and getting monetized on YouTube. So this wasn't a totally shitty year, but with all that being said, let's get into what my goals are for the new year of 2025. So my first goal is to cut my screen time in half or less if I can do it, but I just wanted to do half because I feel like that's a realistic amount, but I think it is enough to make a huge difference in my day-to-day life. Like, I checked my average daily screen time for last week, and guess what it was? 8 hours and 53 minutes. Almost 9 hours every day I was on my phone. And yes, some of that is when I'm driving with my GPS to work. I live like 45 minutes to an hour away from my job, so I always use a GPS, and I'll be playing Spotify in the car or whatever. So it does count that as well, but still, it's bad regardless. And I feel as though phone addictions are just not taken seriously, especially by Gen Z and Gen Alpha as well. But lately I feel like I've been noticing the negative impacts of my phone usage more. Like, I'm starting to make excuses for not doing laundry every week and stuff because I don't have enough time. And the truth is, I fucking do. And I've been finding that I get really moody after I scroll on my phone for a while. Like, I'll get off my phone and then my mom will say something and I will just be so irritable and I'll get so snappy. And I notice it, like, after I say whatever I say, being rude, I instantly regret it. By the way, I'm like, oh my god, like, why am I having such an attitude right now? And I'm realizing, like, it's because of that damn phone. I know a lot of us don't want to admit it, but sometimes it really is just because of that damn phone. Like, you're on your phone too much and that is creating more issues in your life. It's making your life feel harder. I think a lot of us make excuses for not having time to do stuff in our day-to-day lives, but in reality, we have more time than we think we do. We're just on our phones a lot. Anyways, that was a bit of a tangent. Next thing is I want to start taking dance classes. So if you don't know, I did dance for like 6 years when I was younger. My last year doing dance was my sophomore year of high school, and I recently graduated college. I'm now 22, so I haven't danced in 6 years. And I've been seeing so much dance content lately, and I'm just like, you know what? I want to go take some adult dance classes now and get back into that, because that's just a passion of mine that I miss doing. Like, I didn't realize how much I truly enjoyed it until I stopped doing it for a while, and I'm like, damn, I love dance so much. And dance classes are surprisingly not as expensive as I thought. You can get into classes for like $10 to $15 per class, depending what you do. So yeah, that's something that I kind of want to explore again. My third goal goes kind of hand in hand with this, but I just want to explore more hobbies in general. The ones that I have listed are diamond art. I really want to do that. Perler beads, kind of similar to diamond art, I believe. Coloring, I kind of do that, but honestly, I usually slack off with it. So I want to focus more on that. Reading and writing. I honestly forgot how much I loved writing as a kid. Like, y'all, I used to be on Wattpad when I was 11 or 12 years old, and I never finished a single book that I wrote or whatever, but I remember having so much fun. And was it kind of cringe looking back at the stories I wrote back then? Yes, but I was having so much fun, and I was using my creativity and imagination, and I feel like I'm not doing that as much now. So I think that'll be good for me. I literally might get my ass back on Wattpad. Like, guys, follow me on Wattpad. But anyways, point is, I just want to explore with more hobbies, because I feel like having more hobbies will help me lower my screen time, because I'm gonna have more activities to do outside of my phone. My next goal is clean my room every Sunday. I want to do a little Sunday reset. And here's the thing, I'm not saying I don't ever do Sunday resets right now, but I've been doing it sporadically, and I want to start doing it every week. Because with my job, I know I'm always gonna have Sundays off, and I usually don't plan things on Sunday. I just want that to be a day to clean. And I feel as though if I do it every week, it's not gonna take as long to do a Sunday reset, because my room is gonna constantly be clean. Like, I'm never gonna let it get super messy. Next thing is I want to read a book a month. This kind of goes back with my hobbies goal, but still, I wanted to make it its own goal. I really want to get into consistently reading, because here's the thing, I'm the type of person who will get excited, buy some books, and I'll read every day for like 2 weeks and then I just stop. I am a very on and off reader, and it's so weird. Like, I actually do enjoy reading, but once I forget about it and I stop doing it consistently, I just don't want to do it. Next thing, this is a YouTube goal. So for my channel, I want to make sure I'm posting a long form video every week. I have been pretty good about it this year. Like, this is the most consistent I've ever been, and I did get the payoff. But I will say, there were times where I slacked off and I didn't post for 2 weeks. And it wasn't too bad, but I still want to really hold myself accountable this year and make sure I am posting at least one video every week. And then I also want to post shorts 5 to 7 times a week. And I want to go live at least once a week. I don't know if you've noticed, but lately I've been kind of more on the grind with lives. I've been going live more. And it actually is a great way to get new people onto your channel and stuff. It's just a good way to interact with your community, build more of a community. Next thing is I do want to eat 4 fruits and or veggies a day. I think that's a good realistic goal, especially just because like shit's expensive, you know? You have to make sure it lasts the whole time, and it usually doesn't. Because I lately have been slacking off a little bit more with eating fruits and veggies, and I used to be really good about it. So I'm just kind of trying to get back on that because I do not want to be nutrient deficient or anything. I want to make sure I'm fueling my body. Next thing is I want to make sure that I incorporate some type of movement at least 3 days a week. I think this is a realistic goal. I used to make my goals like, oh, hit the gym 5 days a week. And that's not to say that that's like super crazy or whatever, but I found that the weeks where I knew I wasn't able to go 5 days, I would kind of just give up, and I would have this all or nothing mentality. So I think it's better for me to just set 3 a week, and then if I go extra, that's great, but at least I'm hitting the 3 a week. Also, what the fuck is going on with my, I'm sorry, I'm a little disturbed. Like, it goes from like this light brown blonde color to blonde to like orange. I feel like the camera makes it look worse. What the fuck? Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna stop looking at my hair. My next goal, this is a big one, is to start tracking my spending and not going on unnecessary shopping sprees, buying unnecessary things. I really need to get better with that, and I actually do want to make some content surrounding that because I think that would be very beneficial to both me and you as the viewers. I mean, right now, a lot of us are aware the economy is shit, and I have seen a lot of posts of people actually trying to save their money this upcoming year, not spending too much, and I want to join in on that as well because I definitely have partaken in overconsumption, and that is part of the reason that I got into so much credit card debt, and this year I want to be very careful with that. Also, I will say I've been really winging it. I've not been tracking my spending, and I just need to do that. And then my last goal, and I think this is really important, is to practice gratitude in some way at least once a week. I'm gonna aim for that to be Sundays. By the way, I'm not religious. I just want to say I'm not Christian or anything. It just so happens to be that I'm like, oh, I would like Sundays to be the day to do that because it's like my reset day, so I might as well have that day be set aside to be like a me day. Like, let me clean, let me focus on myself and focus on the things I'm grateful for. And like I said, I'm not religious, I am agnostic. However, I do think it is important to still practice gratitude in your life. Like, I'm not saying you have to be full on, totally spiritual, always meditating, whatever, but I do think gratitude is something that's good to practice. I am thinking of even having a gratitude journal so I can just write something I'm grateful for. So I want to implement that once a week. I want to do a little gratitude journal, like write stuff I'm grateful for or say stuff I'm grateful for, whatever it can work into my routine, because I think it's so easy to forget how well you have it. And I'm not saying that to dismiss your struggles or to invalidate them because everyone has their struggles, but sometimes I forget how lucky I am just to have the simple things like food on the table, a roof over my head, a bed to sleep in, a car that works even if she's not in the best shape. I am so grateful to have all of these things and to have parents that love and care for me, because especially with social media, it is so easy to just compare your life to other people's and see what your life is lacking compared to others. And I feel like I have beaten myself up over so much this past year because my life doesn't look like I wanted it to by this age. But anyways, those are all of my goals going into the year of 2025. I hope that this maybe inspired some people for what goals you want to make. And it's not like there's anything revolutionary or that's like never been done before on here, but I actually am really happy with the way it turned out this year, and I really just want to make the most of things, especially because right now it is kind of dark times, like just a lot of shit going on in the world. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Anyways, bye guys, I'll see you next time.